I hope you've been starting your mornings by not immediately reaching for your phone or turning on the TV when you wake up, and instead doing focused, deep breathing and positive self-talk. Believe me, if you keep doing it every morning, it will become a habit. It's so automatic for me now. Rosie Lemon recently requested that I talk more about my gratitude journal. A video reminded her that she got a journal back in January, but she had been putting it off mostly because she tended to lose the journal in her mess or would forget it in one of her bags. I shared earlier how I had taken a Buried in Treasures workshop. Part of our homework for session 1 was to decide where, specifically, we would keep our books. Not just in my room, but in my nightstand drawer. Not just in my den, but on the bookshelf in my den. And we were to keep our books in the same place all week. After I finished doing my reading and exercises, my old habit would have been to just leave the books where I had been working with them. But because I had set the intention to keep my books in a specific designated place, I would hear a little voice in the back of my mind. You said in the workshop that you would put your books on the shelf in your office closet, and I would take them there. So that would be my first tip. Pick a specific, dedicated home for your gratitude journal and commit to keeping it there. It's great if you decide to take your journal out with you to the park so you can sit in the sun while you write about things you're grateful for. But after you return home and see it in your bag, hopefully you'll hear a whisper in the back of your mind reminding you where you committed to keep your journal. And then you'll return it to that specific place. I'll sometimes go for stretches without writing in my gratitude journal because I haven't made it a regular habit. If you like, you could choose to set a regular time to write in it, like every Saturday morning. I'm not quite that disciplined. I've been using my resurrected fountain pen to write in my gratitude journal, which I really love because it makes me feel especially connected. I generally write in my journal after I've been inspired by something that happened to me that day. Like recently, I went with a friend to an event for presidential candidate Andrew Yang. If you haven't checked him out, please do. He's smart, he's grounded, he's got conviction, and he's got actual policies spelled out on his website. I'll put the link below. He's funny too. Anyway, the day of the event, public transportation was free in honor of Earth Day. So my friend and I took the bus downtown. That night, I wrote about how I'm grateful Andrew Yang is running for president, how I was grateful my friend went with me to the event, how I was grateful we got to ride the bus for free, and how grateful I am to have the right to vote. But just like it's good to brush our teeth every day, it's good to express gratitude every day, proactively and not just after something good happens. So here's my quick and easy way to do that. First thing when I wake up, I do several minutes of focused deep breathing. Then I rub my palms together, place them over my heart, and tell myself good things like I'm capable, I trust myself, and I'm lovable. Then I rub my palms together again, cover my eyes without my sunglasses, and think of 3 things for which I'm grateful. If I have a job interview that day, I'll say, I'm grateful for this possible work opportunity. Sunday mornings, I go to the farmer's market, so I often say, I'm grateful for all the vendors who work so hard to make fresh produce available for me. Other times, I'll express gratitude for things that we too often take for granted, like, I'm grateful I can read. I'm grateful I can walk. I'm grateful I have a home, even if it is cluttered. Often one of my cats is meowing outside my bedroom door, wanting to be fed, and I'll say, I'm grateful my cats are healthy and have hearty appetites. My mom lives across the globe, and I'm grateful she's healthy and active, and also has a hearty appetite. On more than one occasion, I've said, I'm grateful for all the people who watch and comment on my YouTube videos. I've mentioned before how gratitude affects your brain at the biological level. It boosts the neurotransmitters dopamine and serotonin. Just trying to think of things you're grateful for forces you to focus on the positive aspects of your life. And that simple act increases serotonin production. You don't even have to find anything that you're grateful for. It's the searching that counts. Starting the morning in a positive mindset is so important. Remember the negativity bias I described in the video about fight or flight? Our view of the world has a fundamental tendency to tilt toward the negative, and bad tends to propagate bad. We have to work harder to see the upside of things. The end card for this video will be a great TED Talk that elaborates on this. The studies they did were pretty interesting. I hope you'll watch it and that you'll add thinking of 3 things for which you're grateful to your morning routine before getting out of bed.